Your English is not the problem. The problem is, nobody ever taught you how to talk about the small, real things, the things that come up every single day, like ordering a coffee.
And today, we fix that. By the end of this episode, you will walk into any coffee shop in the world, open your mouth, and actually know what to say. In English, with confidence.
This episode is for intermediate learners, B1 and above. But if you're a strong beginner, stay with us. We explain everything as we go. Think of us as two friends at a cafe, and you just pulled up a chair. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to English with Leo podcast. I'm Leo.
And I'm Belle. So happy you're here with us today. Leo, quick question before we start. Can you function in the morning without coffee?
Absolutely not. 0%. Without coffee, I am not a person. I am just a shape walking around.
A shape. Yes, exactly. I completely understand. Without my morning coffee, I cannot speak to anyone. I cannot make decisions. I cannot do anything.
So we are the perfect people to talk about coffee today.
The most qualified hosts on the internet. And today, we are going to help you, our listeners, talk about coffee in natural, real English. Because coffee comes up everywhere. At work, with friends, at a cafe, on a first date. Coffee is one of the most common conversation topics in English-speaking culture.
And knowing how to talk about it, how to order it, how to describe it, how to use coffee expressions, makes your English sound so much more natural and confident.
So today, we will cover the most popular types of coffee and what they mean, how to order coffee in a real conversation, coffee expressions that native speakers use every day, and a little bit about coffee culture around the world.
Stay until the end because we have a fun challenge for you in the comments. And before we start, if you enjoy this podcast, please subscribe and share it with one friend. Okay, let's talk about coffee.
Leo, let's start with the big picture. What does coffee culture actually mean?
Good question. Coffee culture means how people use coffee in their everyday life. It's not just about the drink. It's about the habits, the social moments, and the traditions around coffee.
So it's bigger than just a cup.
Much bigger. For many people, especially in countries like the USA, UK, and Australia, coffee is a social thing. People meet for coffee, work over coffee, have important conversations over coffee.
Like the expression, let's grab a coffee. Have you heard that one?
Yes, let's grab a coffee is one of the most useful English expressions you can learn. It means, let's meet and spend time together. Coffee is just the reason.
So it's not really about the coffee. It's about the connection.
Exactly. You can say it to a friend, hey, let's grab a coffee sometime. Or to a colleague, let's grab a coffee and catch up. Very casual, very natural.
And in many English-speaking countries, the coffee shop itself is almost like a second home. People spend hours there, working on their laptop, reading, having meetings, or just relaxing.
There's actually a phrase for this feeling, coffee house culture. It means the tradition of spending time in a cafe, not just buying a drink and leaving, but staying, thinking, connecting.
I love that. The coffee house as a community space. Okay, so coffee culture is about people, places, and conversations, not just the drink itself.
Perfectly said. Now, let's talk about the actual coffee. Okay, Belle. Let's say you walk into a coffee shop in London or New York. The barista, that's the person who makes the coffee, looks at you and says, "What can I get you?" What do you say?
This is where people panic, because there are so many options. So let's go through the most common types of coffee, one by one, nice and slowly.
First, espresso. An espresso is a small, very strong cup of coffee. Just a few sips, but very powerful. Think of it like a little punch of energy in a tiny cup.
And espresso is the base for almost all other coffee drinks. So understanding espresso helps you understand everything else.
Next, Americano. An Americano is espresso with hot water added. It's bigger than an espresso, still quite strong, but not as intense. If you want a big cup of strong black coffee, order an Americano.
Next, latte. Oh, I love lattes. A latte is espresso with a lot of steamed milk. It's smooth, creamy, and not very strong. If you don't like very strong coffee, a latte is perfect. It's like a warm hug in a cup.
A warm hug in a cup. I love that description.
It's true! Next, cappuccino. A cappuccino is espresso with steamed milk and milk foam on top. The foam is the thick, bubbly part, and it often has a little cinnamon or chocolate powder on top. Very classic. Very Italian.
Ah, speaking of Italian, did you know that in Italy, people only drink cappuccinos in the morning? Ordering a cappuccino after lunch in Italy is considered a little strange.
No way. Really?
Yes, so if you ever go to Italy, cappuccino before noon. Cultural tip.
Good to know. Next, flat white. This is very popular in Australia and New Zealand. It's similar to a latte, espresso with steamed milk, but smaller and stronger. More coffee flavor, less milk.
Coffee lovers really enjoy flat whites. It's like a latte for people who want more punch.
Next, cold brew. Cold brew is coffee made with cold water, not hot, and it takes a very long time to make, sometimes 12 hours or more.
Wow, 12 hours just for coffee?
Yes, but the result is incredibly smooth and refreshing, perfect for summer, usually served over ice. And actually, cold brew is less bitter than regular hot coffee because of the slow cold process.
Interesting. And the last one, frappuccino, or just frap. This is a cold blended coffee drink. Very sweet, very creamy, almost like a coffee milkshake. It has coffee, milk, and ice all blended together with whipped cream on top.
It's more of a treat than just a coffee. Very popular and very Instagrammable.
Very Instagrammable. Okay, quick review. Let's say them all together.
Espresso, small, strong, black, the base of everything. Americano, espresso plus hot water, big and strong. Latte, espresso plus lots of milk, smooth and creamy. Cappuccino, espresso, milk, and foam on top, classic. Flat white, like a latte but smaller and stronger. Cold brew, made with cold water, smooth and refreshing over ice. Frappuccino, blended with ice and cream, sweet and fun.
Practice saying those at home. Soon, you'll walk into any coffee shop and order with complete confidence.
Okay, now let's practice actually ordering. Because knowing the names is one thing, but when you're standing at the counter and the barista is waiting, that's when people freeze.
So let's do a real ordering conversation. Belle, you're the barista. I'm the customer.
Perfect. Ready? Hi there, welcome. What can I get for you today?
Hi, can I have a latte, please?
Of course. What size would you like? Small, medium, or large?
Can I get a medium, please?
Sure. And would you like any milk alternatives? We have oat milk, almond milk, or soy milk.
Oat milk, please.
Great choice. And would you like any extra shots of espresso?
No, thank you. Just one shot is perfect.
No problem. And your name for the order?
Leo.
Perfect. That'll be ready in just a few minutes. Your total is $4.50.
Thank you so much.
Have a great day. And that is a completely normal coffee shop conversation in English. Nothing scary, nothing complicated.
Let's look at the key phrases from that conversation. First, can I have a please? This is the most natural way to order. Can I have a cappuccino, please? Can I have a cold brew, please? Polite, clear, perfect.
Next, what size would you like? The 3 standard sizes are small, medium, and large. But, important note, at Starbucks, the sizes have different names.
Ah, yes. At Starbucks, small is called tall, medium is grande, and large is venti.
Which confuses everyone the first time.
Yes. I once ordered a tall, thinking it was the biggest size. I was very disappointed.
We've all been there. So, tall equals small, grande equals medium, venti equals large. Now you know.
And the phrase milk alternatives means different types of milk. Oat milk, almond milk, soy milk, coconut milk. Very common now in coffee shops everywhere.
And you can also customize your order in many other ways. Extra sugar, no foam, light ice, extra shots. English speakers love customizing their coffee.
Sometimes the order is longer than a sentence. Can I have a large iced oat milk latte with 2 extra shots, no foam, and 1 pump of vanilla?
The barista needs to write a whole essay.
Exactly. But the key phrases are always the same. Can I have? What size? Milk alternatives? Extra shots? Learn those and you can order anything.
Time for Word Corner. Let's look at some important coffee vocabulary. Nice and slowly.
First, barista. A barista is the person who makes coffee in a cafe. They are trained professionals. Making great coffee is a real skill. And a skilled barista can even draw beautiful designs in the foam on top of your latte. That's called latte art.
Latte art. Hearts, flowers, leaves. It's almost too pretty to drink. Almost.
Almost. Next, brew. To brew coffee means to make coffee, mixing hot water with coffee to create the drink. I'm brewing coffee means I'm making coffee right now. The coffee is brewing means it's being made. Wait a moment.
Next, roast. To roast coffee means to heat the coffee beans to bring out their flavor. Coffee beans start green and turn brown during roasting. There are 3 types: light roast, which is milder and softer, medium roast, which is balanced, and dark roast, which is stronger and more bitter.
So if you like strong coffee, dark roast. If you prefer something softer, light or medium roast.
Next, decaf. Decaf is short for decaffeinated. This means coffee with no caffeine, or very little. Caffeine is the natural substance in coffee that gives you energy. If you want the taste of coffee without the energy boost, order decaf. Very useful for evenings.
And last, grind. To grind coffee means to crush coffee beans into small pieces, like a powder, before brewing. Different coffees need different grind sizes. Espresso needs a very fine grind. French press needs a coarser, rougher grind.
Remember, listeners, rewind this section anytime and listen again slowly. Pick one word and try to use it in a sentence today, even in your head. That is already practice.
Okay, my favorite part, coffee expressions. These are phrases that native English speakers use every day, and many of them are connected to coffee.
Let's start with, I need my morning coffee. This means I cannot function without coffee in the morning. Almost every coffee lover says this, including us.
Next, I'm running on coffee. This is a funny and very common expression. It means I'm very tired and the only thing keeping me going is coffee. Like your body is using coffee as fuel instead of sleep.
You might say this after a long night. I only slept 4 hours. I'm completely running on coffee today.
Very relatable. Next, let's do coffee sometime. This is a casual, friendly invitation, similar to let's hang out or let's catch up. You can say it to a friend you haven't seen in a while. Hey, it's been so long. Let's do coffee sometime.
Next, coffee break. A coffee break is a short rest during work. You stop working, get a coffee, maybe have a snack, and then go back. Most offices have a morning and afternoon coffee break.
And a fun modern one. Coffee is my love language. This is popular on social media. It means giving someone coffee is how I show I care. Like if someone brings you coffee in the morning without you asking, that's love.
Pure love, right there in a cup.
And finally, coffee to go. This means you want your coffee in a cup you can take with you, not sit down and drink in the cafe. Can I get that coffee to go, please? Very common, especially in the USA where people drink coffee while walking, driving, and working.
Leo, coffee culture is different everywhere. Let's take a quick tour.
Yes, let's start with Italy, the home of espresso culture. In Italy, people drink espresso very quickly. They stand at the counter, drink it in 1 or 2 sips, and leave. Fast and efficient. Coffee in Italy is like a quick daily ritual.
So, no sitting with your laptop for 3 hours?
Not usually. That's more of an American thing.
Speaking of, in the USA, coffee culture is very different. Americans love big cups of coffee. They carry it with them in a travel mug or paper cup while they walk, drive, or work. Coffee to go is very common.
And coffee shops like Starbucks are also popular places to sit, work, and study for hours. The full experience.
In the UK, people are traditionally famous for tea, but in recent years, coffee has become very popular too. London especially has a vibrant specialty coffee scene, lots of independent cafes with amazing quality.
And the British love a flat white. Remember, that's the smaller, stronger latte from Australia.
And speaking of Turkey and the Middle East, Turkish coffee is very special. It's made in a small pot called a chezva. The coffee is thick, strong, and often sweet, and the coffee grounds, the small coffee particles, sit at the bottom of the cup.
And in some traditions, people read fortunes in those grounds after finishing their coffee.
Oh, wow. You flip the cup, let it cool, and someone reads the shapes inside to tell your future? That's called coffee cup reading.
I want someone to read my coffee cup.
You might learn something very interesting. And finally, Ethiopia. Ethiopia is believed to be the birthplace of coffee. There's an old legend about a goat herder named Kaldi who noticed his goats had huge energy after eating red berries from a certain tree. And those berries were coffee.
Haha, so we have Ethiopian goats to thank for coffee.
In a way, yes. And Ethiopia has a beautiful coffee ceremony. They roast the beans fresh, grind them, brew the coffee, and serve it slowly as a ceremony to welcome guests. It's about community and hospitality.
Coffee as a gift. I love that. Coffee really does bring people together, all around the world.
Okay, let's bring everything together before we finish.
We learned the most common types of coffee: espresso, Americano, latte, cappuccino, flat white, cold brew, and frappuccino.
We practiced a real coffee shop ordering conversation and the key phrases. Can I have, what size, milk alternatives, and coffee to go?
We learned important coffee vocabulary: barista, brew, roast, decaf, and grind.
We learned real coffee expressions native speakers use every day. Running on coffee. Let's grab a coffee. Coffee break. And coffee is my love language.
And we took a quick tour of coffee culture around the world, from Italian espresso bars to Ethiopian coffee ceremonies.
Now, your challenge for today. And this one is fun. We want to hear from you.
Go to the comments and answer these 3 questions in English.
Number 1. What is your coffee order? Hot or cold? Strong or sweet? What type? Number 2. Do you prefer drinking coffee at home or at a cafe? Why? Number 3. What does your morning look like without coffee?
Write your answers in English, even just 1 sentence per question. It doesn't need to be perfect, just honest and real.
Because every sentence you write in English is practice, and your answer might start a real conversation with another listener from a completely different country, connected by coffee.
We read every comment, every single one, and we genuinely love learning about your coffee habits from around the world.
So go to the comments. Tell us your coffee order. Let's connect over coffee, even through a screen.
And if this episode helped you, please subscribe, like, and share it with one friend who loves coffee and wants to improve their English.
This was English with Leo podcast. I'm Belle.
And I'm Leo. Take care and go enjoy a great cup of coffee.
Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye. And whatever you're drinking right now, enjoy every sip.